Oh, I've got a great little upgrade for your caravan or motorhome, and I've not really seen it before, and it's on a special caravan that we've got in, so that's coming up. We're going to look in a few tips. So something that is brilliant to do this time of year now is if you're sort of thinking about putting the caravan away and not using it very often through the season, a great thing to actually do is flush your toilet system through. So your actual toilet flush, again, has got a very good chance of clogging up over the winter with all the black bits in. So a really good time now to actually flush that through. Make sure it's got some clean water in there and the actual pump is sat in clean water. No chemicals or anything like that. Give it a good flushing through. We've covered this quite a few times, but a great time to do that now. Again, we don't want to sort of put too much water in. But sometimes a little bit of water up until we're going to start getting frost is a good idea. The next thing as well is obviously making sure, if you're not using your caravan, is you've drained your water system down fully. So if you're not going to use your caravan again this year, now is the perfect time to whack your drain off valve up underneath the seat. So our yellow valve, so that is going to start draining the main water system down, and then opening up all of our taps. And then that should, hopefully, over the next couple of months, just let the caravan drain through. And again, you want to make sure you've done your shower tap, bathroom, sinks, and all of those. Make sure that sort of got the best chance to not have any water in the system. If you're going away and you're sort of going to use it for the last time, again, even better time to do that drain off just before you leave. As you drive back home or back to storage, it's going to jiggle and bounce around, and all the little bits of water that are left in again are going to drain out through the system. So a really good time to, again, just if you're keeping using the van through the season now, keeping that up as well, making sure that you've drained it down every single time you've finished using it. And again, that is going to save you money potentially on replacing taps, etc. So a really good time to do that. And again, obviously that flush on the toilet is a pain with blocking up, and again, we've got a Bailey that we've got a little video on that was an absolute nightmare to get to the toilet pump. So that's coming up now, just showing you, if you've got one of the Baileys with a cassette toilet that's in a funny sort of cabinet or cupboard, how to actually get to the toilet pump on that. Well, who knew a Bailey set for toilet pump was going to be such a nightmare? So we get issues with the toilet pumps all the time, and usually we can actually free the pump up and get them working, and then silicone spray them or grease them up and get them going. But with this type, where it's sort of it's a complete toilet removal to actually get to the pump, it's not worth mucking about and trying to get it to free up, because to actually get to the pump is an absolute nightmare. So if you have one of these Baileys and the pump is like this, built within a unit, and it all has to come apart, I would very strongly suggest to replace the pump completely with a new one, and that should hopefully then stop any issues later on. It's not worth trying to spin this pump and try and get it working, because I think if it does play up again, it's just a nightmare to get it out. So this is one of the lighter ones. I'd said about looking at a few vans that are a bit lighter. So if you don't have a massive car, or you've got an electric car, something like this, 1356 maximum, is going to potentially be on your limit if you've got a smaller electric car. So it's going to be something a bit smaller. There are lighter weight vans out there as well, but this is a nice little one at 6495. And a good little 2-berth. Obviously there are sort of 4-berths out there as well that you can get, but it is getting fewer and further between, and there doesn't seem to be huge amounts from the manufacturers being made smaller and lighter.
What about the Orion, that is, isn't
so
it?
Yeah, the little Orion, we'll have a quick look in that one. So this again, 6495, it's 1271, so again, ideal little candidate for an electric car. But as I say, there's not huge amounts in the bigger vans that are sort of within the weight. So again, nice little 2-berth, similar sort of setup with your washroom at the back, separate shower and toilet. So again, just another lightweight one that's sort of potential for the electric cars. Little Orion, so that's got a fixed bed in there. Again, they were sort of always like 1250. So again, that has then got little lightweight fixed bed. Again, just requires just does a bit of TLC this, but nice little fixed bed. And again, I've got a feeling this was 6995. So again, nice little cheap one. This actually got sold, and then the people couldn't get the money together for it, so it's just come back on sale. So
yeah, it's been off sale for a while, hasn't it? Waiting for them, but we
to get the
can
money.
only give them so long.
Never did.
Yeah.
So a great, and I've not seen this before. It was actually Dean who pointed this out to me before. He says, "Have you seen this?" And I said, "No." So, something that we sort of don't see a lot of is external USB points for out in your awning. So again, we'll sort of see the cigarette type lighter socket, which is, we've seen that before, but actual proper USB sockets. So that's a great little sort of upgrade. And again, if you've got an external locker or an external socket, quite easy to fit those into. It's just a 12-volt supply, so that you can pick up from anything else, and then just having that little socket in. And again, if you've got sort of a cigarette type lighter that's like that one, you can potentially swap that for the USB type. So swapping it over, well, I thought that was great for out in the awning. You normally sort of through the season, if you've got your awning up, you'll be sat out there, and again, just gives you that extra little bit of power. Obviously, sometimes you've got your external 230-volt socket, but again, there's only normally one, so again, it's then either leading an extension lead with lots of little sockets off that. But that just makes that easier than having to do that, doesn't it?
But has it got an external 230
I've got a feeling
as
it
well?
might be in the locker, and the locker is locked.
Okay.
So I can't get into the locker that is locked to have a look, but I'm positive that it has, yeah. So on Friday's video, if you missed Friday's video, I was talking about solar panels, have a look at that on Friday's video. So nice one. Again, another really nice island bed at the back. 19995, 2022 special edition, and it is that debate of sort of again, it's still the most popular van, island bed at the back. It's the most difficult for us to get hold of, so a brilliant sort of sellable layout. And again, it's probably the most common that people are swapping from other layouts to this, but again, we do get it where people are swapping from this layout back to other types of layouts.
It's a good price for the age, isn't it?
Yes, and again, it's the special edition, so it's got a fair few bits and bobs on there.
The upholstery upgrade.
Another really good thing to be checking this time of year as well is tyre pressures. So a couple of things really. Actual tyre pressures. So again, if you're not going to use the Caravan through the season, or you've used it now and you're not going to use it till next year, maybe just overinflating your tyres very slightly. So you should have an actual tyre pressure on the side of the Caravan, and they're always going to be, if it's a single axle, around about 60-65 psi. They are going to be very high, and that is because your tyres on your Caravan are a thicker, more ply, more weight rated tyre than a standard car tyre, and you've only obviously got 2 tyres instead of 4, so they take a lot more weight. So just probably about 10% overinflating it, but what you've got to really make sure on there is that you put a little sticker inside the Caravan to let you know next year, recheck those tyre pressures.
Why?
So it just stops getting flat spots.
Oh, right.
So over the winter, obviously, if the Caravan stays in one situation, one position, and it's not going to get moved, it's just going to stop that potential for getting a flat spot on your tyre, just overinflating it very slightly. It's not so bad, as long as your tyre hasn't been underinflated. That's really where the issue is going to come from. And again, we're going to look at the dates on the tyres as well, something that you can check on your own Caravan, just make sure the dates are correct. Something that I wanted to look at is whether we've got solar regulator on this one, and we've not. I can't see it. We've not got one. So I don't think this had got the solar panel. And we checked all the cupboards last time, didn't we?
So was it this one that we went through the cupboards?
It was, yeah. So, and it was this one where somebody says, have a look under the side. So 2024. So again, even the newer vans potentially don't always have the solar panels. So Friday's video is very, very relevant to that. And again, this was where we're sort of saying on the newer vans, again, making sure with your supplying dealer or a coachman dealer that if you have a solar panel fitted, it's not going to affect the warranty. So Friday's video, if you missed that, is popping up now, and you can see everything that was on. Having a look at that. It'd be rude not to have another look in the Adria, wouldn't it? We do like the Adria, and again, we've got a little slidey outer step, and again, that was sort of on a lot of the Adrias throughout the models. Obviously, the Alpina is the higher spec model.
It's a shame they can't smell this van. It smells so nice.
Yeah, it does smell lovely. It does smell lovely. So yeah, nice one again. And let's just have a quick look underneath here and see whether we had got an external 230-volt socket.
No.
I can't see one. I thought there might have been.
What about the battery box? Could that have one?
I doubt it. But we've got a nice little light there, and again we've got some drain off points there for Aldi central heating. I don't think this has got underfloor heating, but it might have. It might have.
They never did that then, did they?
I don't know. I need to get in the cupboard and have a look. Can I get in the cupboard?
Go on then, get in there. I'll hold it up for you.
Get in.
I'll hold it up while you get in.
Oh, I can't tell. I can't tell.
See ya.
Oh, I think it has.
Bye bye. See ya.
I think it has, you know. I think we've got underfloor heating.
I'll tell you what, you could dress up as a zombie, and Isabel could open that up, and you could make a rah for Halloween.
I could boo her.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be very nice booing her, would it? So yeah, I'll get Isabel to double check. I've got a feeling it's got underfloor heating. I've got a feeling.
How does Isabel know though?
She can Google it.
Oh right.
Google is your best friend. So yeah, I believe this has got. Obviously, you've got the Aldi central heating, but I think it's got the underfloor heating. So I don't want to say it definitely has until I've double checked, because I don't want to get myself into a situation where someone else says, "Oh, you said it got underfloor heating and it hasn't." And I bought it because I thought it got underfloor heating. So we'll double check that. The 640, so that actually only just came in last week, and I was saying about last week's video. Oh, that's coming up for sale next week. That's sold already, unfortunately.
Really? Gosh, that was quick.
So yeah, that's gone. Nice little Partex, I think, coming in on that. We'll have a look in the motorhome in a minute as well. That's something that was a great little layout on this little motorhome, so I'll show you something special on that as well. Tyres. So if you've not watched our videos before, why not? Why haven't you looked at them before? And if you've not, there's a little button that says subscribe. So hit that subscribe button now. And also, while you're there, hit the thumbs up as well, and it helps us get the videos out to more people and does better. And it's little nuggets of information that, like this, that can hopefully save you money, save you from disasters on the road, and just make life better in general. So obviously making sure your tyres, as I say, are the correct pressure if you're still using the Caravan. So a really good time to make sure that the tyres are the correct pressure. If you're putting it away, as I say, overinflate it very slightly. And a really good time to check what date your actual tyre is. So it might be upside down at the minute, but it says 39.22. So this little bar here should be visible on the outside edge of the tyre, so you can see it from here. And that's not always the case. It might actually be that it's on the inner edge of the tyre because the tyre has been fitted incorrectly. And again, even proper tyre places, unfortunately, do that. With a Caravan, it doesn't really matter because there's it's not like a car where you've got a proper directional rotation of the tyre, and it's not really going to affect the Caravan. It's not going to affect your handling of the Caravan, is it? So it's not so important, but it just makes it a lot easier when we're looking and checking the tyres to make sure this date is on the outside. So 39th week of 2022. Now, we recommend that tyres are replaced between 5 and 7 years. So these tyres now are about 3 years old. so should be fine. But again, we want to make sure that there's no cracking on any of the edges, and again, if we can, look into the tread and make sure there's no signs of any cracking. Realistically, we're only going to potentially start getting cracks when they're between that 5 and 7, but I've seen tyres that are 12 months old and that have been left underinflated with a flat tyre or something like that, and it's cracked the tyres. So even if your tyre is in date between that 5 and 7 years, we still want to make sure there's no signs of damage or cracks or anything like that. And the reason that we say to replace that tyre between 5 and 7 years is that we don't know when that tyre was fitted. So this is a 2023 Caravan, and the chances are that it was built around about September, October, November, December of 2022. So even though it's a 23 Caravan, the tyres were fitted not 12 months before, but maybe 6 months before. So you can't sort of go, it's a 2023 van, my tyres are 2023, so they don't need replacing for 5 years from that date. Actually, those tyres were fitted potentially towards the end of 2022, or it might have actually been that the tyres weren't fitted until halfway through 2023. So we don't know exactly, if we didn't replace the tyres, we don't know when they were replaced, which is why we sort of say actually we've got a 2-year leniency on when the tyres should be replaced, because if we're fitting a tyre today and we're in 2025, it might be that that brand new tyre has sat on the shelf for 12 months. So when we fit the tyre today, it might be a 2024 tyre, so hence why we give a little bit of leniency. So we want to check the date, and then we want to check the condition of the tyre, make sure there's no cracks on there. But again, if you've not checked your Caravan or motorhome tyres, good time to check them. Talking about a motorhome, great little 2-berth, small, compact motorhome, and I was just showing a customer earlier a great little way to make this into a little single bed motorhome. I'll show you that now. So this is the Sundance 530 LP, really nice little compact, under 3.5 tonne, and we've got the smaller seats at the front. So some people might say, well, actually I don't want to really make the seats up all the time and make it into a bed. I'd rather have a little bit longer seats. But the problem with that is the motorhome is then getting longer. But the problem with this is being that bit shorter, I can't use it as single beds, but you can. So we have got our little captain's chairs that rock around, and that does the same on the driver's seat. So both of these will spin round. What we can then do is pull that up to here. We can then pull the side bed out very slightly and put our cushion into the back, and we've now got a proper single bed. So
how did you come up with this?
I was trying to sell it to a chap earlier.
Yeah, but what even made you think about doing that?
Well, it's what that's how you're supposed to do it. That's what the design was for.
Really?
That was how it was done. Yeah.
Is that so?
So is that you could use these. You don't have to make it up as double beds all of the time. You can just use it as single beds. And again, you've still then got a nice little walkway into the middle. And again, dead easy, dead quick, just to sort of put it back of a day if you wanted to, or if you're just a single person and you want to leave that one made up and you've still got your side seat at the side here, you've still got that option. Yeah. So cracking little motorhome. This has also got cruise control, aircon, 63,000 miles, and it's the 2.2, so this hasn't got
was it 2.2 or 2.3?
2.2. I'm pretty sure the 2.2 had got the chain, not cam belt.
Right.
So again, maintenance is a bit better. So combined little shower and toilet. You've got the screen that sort of separates the toilet, so you have got to still wipe the floor through if you've used the shower. But 3-way fridge, gas and electric blown air heating, microwave. I think this is a little bargain, 26,995.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it, for a motorhome?
Yeah, nice little motorhome this is. Been well looked after, and again, it just gives you the options there with those seats at the front to be able to use that as single beds. So again, nice sort of design.
It's not too bad to park when you go to the pub and stuff.
That's it, yeah.
It's a bit smaller.
Again, if you have got a motorhome and you've not noticed, I'm sure that you already know this, but there's a lot of the pubs, and I think there's a website with all the different pubs where you can go, stop on the pub car park overnight, as long as you go into the pub and get drunk. That's the rules.
Really?
That's the rules.
That's a good way to tour around the country.
It is, isn't it? So you can just go from pub to pub, getting drunk every night. I'm seriously considering it. I'm seriously considering it.
We could have
so
a really
yeah,
big motorhome on my licence now, couldn't we?
very, very serious. And I don't know whether they do it with the caravans. And the problem with the caravan is that obviously the caravan and the car is quite a bit bigger.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if they are on the list for the motorhomes, if you were to ring them and say, look, I've seen you on the list for the motorhomes, I've got a caravan and car, this is my length, is there any problem with me doing it?
I suppose you've got to set the caravan up, haven't you? But you
Not
haven't with a
necessarily,
motorhome.
no, not necessarily. Because again, if you've got it's only an Acroll outside, use everything on your 12-volt system. So, and when
Yeah,
you're
but
drunk,
you've got to unhitch, put the legs down.
no, you
and
wouldn't
all
really.
that.
You could leave it hitched on, put the two back legs down, done. Dead easy.
I suppose.
So let me know if you've done that. Let me know in the comments if you've been out, done that, and if not, why not? Why can't we do that? There's a pub local to us actually. There's one in Penkridge that does it for the motorhomes and the campers.
How do you know this?
I'm
Somebody
a
told you?
font of knowledge.
What's
I'm
the
a font
website
of knowledge. I don't know.
Isabel will have to look it up.
Isabel's going to look it up on
Isabel,
Google.
you've got to work
Isabel,
today.
Google. Google's your best friend. So there's a group of people with little campers that go down to the pub in Penkridge, and you'll see them of a weekend. They're all over the place, all drunk, and they've been stopped. They've been there for weeks. But no, in seriousness, there's a group that sort of meet down there. They'll have go into the pub for the night out, bit of food and what have you. You can walk into Penkridge then and sort of go round to the different pubs, come back and stop in your camper. Really,
Gosh.
really good way to do it. But
It is, isn't it?
I think that if you let's say you were sort of travelling and you're going up to Scotland, or you're going right down to Cornwall or something like that, if you could find a pub on the way with your caravan, give them a call and say, look, I'm going to be travelling down, is there any problem with me stopping on your pub car park? I know you do it for the motorhomes, can we stop over on the night? What a great way to break up the journey.
It is, isn't it?
It is. Just be careful how much you do drink, because if you've got to drive the next day, obviously you've got to take that into consideration. So I was joking about getting drunk, or was I?
Depends whether you're driving or
well,
not.
yeah, I suppose, yeah, for the passenger you've got no problem, have you? Short straws, that's what you do. Who's driving? Who's got the short straw? So nice little 6-berth, but hopefully that's I'm sure there's somebody out there that's done it, and if you haven't, try it.
What, got drunk at the pub and not been able to move?
Yeah. If you've not got drunk at the pub and you can't move, try it. That's what you need to do.
Sorry, I'm stuck it for the night.
Sorry,
I'm too
can't
drunk
move.
to
Yeah,
drive.
can't drive home. I'm gonna stop in my caravan. Look, fortunately, mate, I've got my caravan on the back and I'm gonna sleep in there. I've got to sleep it off. So yeah, even if they say no, what they're gonna do? What they're gonna do? I can't drive in this state. I'm gonna have to sleep in my caravan, mate.
Yeah.
I was only popping in for a quick one. You've took all my money and terrible. So yeah, let us know in the comments if in all serious, have you done that? And if you haven't, why not? And try it. I'd be very, very interested to know. And I think I can't see. Obviously, some pubs that have got smaller car parks, you're probably not going to be able to do it.
Well, it's obviously only whatever pubs, isn't it? And they've obviously got big car parks, haven't they?
Yeah, so I'll try and find the link and either put that into the description or put it up on the screen with the what's name, so that you can have a Google and then have a look. And if you've got a local one, it's a good way, isn't it, to sort of, if you've just had a caravan and you think, oh, actually, I don't want to go too far or something, or if you're travelling a fair distance, it's a good way to break the distance up and you're not paying then to stop at a site. It might be actually cheaper to stop at the site and not get drunk now, to be fair.
Yeah, but if you're going to the pub anyway, you
Well,
might as well
true.
stop at the pub
True.
for dinner.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully we've had a few different tips there along the way. That little USB socket on the outside, I think that's going to be a good little upgrade for people to do. I think we're going to see more and more of that over the next coming years, people doing that. I think that's a great idea, having the USB socket on the outside. And then checking your tyres, If you missed solar panel video, as I say, on Friday's video, that was that, just a bit of information about solar panels. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as I say, if you've not pressed it. I know you there, you've not pressed that subscribe button, so make sure you've pressed it, and then you'll be able to listen to some more of this dribble again next week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on Mark at the Caravan Place, and we'll see you then.